Welcome to Escape from Tarkov. Alright, so you guys see how many times I died. Okay, so this is Escape from Tarkov. As you can see, it's a beta. Okay, so recently the game got better. I think some of the players came back, and there are lots of streamers going on. You can see there's Summit 1G, there's Stroud, Dr. Disrespect, Stone Mountain 64. They're all playing this right now. So yep. So I jumped into the pit and then tried this game. So pretty stressful and scary game. Okay, let's take a look at how this thing. I'll just give a short review and a summary of how this game runs. Okay, so basically it's first-person shooter, looting survival game. So every run is in an instance. It's very similar to PUBG, but the whole gameplay is a little bit different. Okay, so there are a few maps you can play outright from here. So I'm currently right now I think 14. Yeah, I'm level 14, so you can progress through the game. So just remember there's this okay, scavenger, scav, and a PMC, which is the main character. So let's just take a look. So these are the few maps. I think once you start the game, I think before level 25 or higher, I don't know. Okay, I haven't reached there yet. So these are the few maps that's available uh, for everyone. I think I unlocked already. So yep, these are a few maps that's available. The rest are currently not available right now. So customs is the one of the beginner maps that people recommend to try out because the map is not big, not small. You got sometimes to go looting, you got enough space to go looting and stuff like that. So yeah, boots is a bit more complicated. It really tests your sensing and your awareness of the area. Labs is same thing, a lot of corners, urban area, and the loots here are a lot better because the rooms actually requires a key card to open up, and then it's pretty rare to get. I think you can get. I'm not sure where you can get it, like somewhere else lah. So I haven't gotten. I have gotten the white one. I think there's a white, blue, and red. I think the red one is the most expensive one. Okay, where you can get some rare items, I think. Yep. So yeah, these are a few maps. So I've been running customs and woods for quests. Later I'll talk more about quests. So yeah, now I'm currently trying to get used to factory. It's one of the it is the smallest map in Tarkov, and it's 4 to 6 players. So I actually don't understand what this 4 to 6 actually means. Um, when I run, usually I come in scav lah. So yeah, I always see more than. Actually, I can't tell who is the player unless you can see a PMC which really get PMC, which is the main character. They are pretty get, so they come here just to gain experience to kill people. Okay, so basically it's a few maps we can play, and then basics. Okay, let's go to character. So this will be my main character, which is character over here. This is my gear. So on the left over here, this is actually my loadouts, and over center is my gears, and then right is my stash. Okay, so I'm on the standard edition. So standard edition wise, I get a 10 by 26 slot stash. Then if you get the EOD, which is the most expensive, is the highest tier one, I think you get a 10 by 64. I think 10 by 64 slot, which is like triple of what we have right now. So you can keep wherever you need. And then I'll talk more about the rest. So basics wise, over here is earpiece. So there are different type of earpieces. This is a few you can see. Okay, so these are in-game headset. Meaning to say, even if you're wearing headset right now to play, uh, you might not be able to pick up small details, but with a headset you're wearing now and in-game headset, okay, the details and smaller sounds get amplified, so you can hear better. I think I'm not really sure what are the difference between all these, but basically, if I am on another helmet, I think this helmet I can wear everything. Let me try. Yeah, I can wear everything. Yep. So there are some helmets that are higher, what do you call it? Armor rating. May not be able to wear this or this. So Comtech, I think it can fit most of the stuff. Yeah, the helmet. no need to go through. Class armor over here. So if you are beginner, try to get 3 minimal, and then body armor 4 minimal, and then the face cover and eyewear is basically cosmetic. Armband is for your friends to actually recognize you, but it's not that obvious in game. Okay, then you can load up with 2 weapons. This is where your melee is and your sidearms. Yeah. The tactical rig is actually okay. The difference between tactical rig, pockets, and a backpack and a pouch, right? Tactical rig is basically a rig lah. Okay, so different rig have different loadout space. For example, yeah, this is Triton. This is WT lah. Okay, so and then I have a black rock. Yeah, so I use this to keep my spare keys. Okay, so these are the rigs. So pockets and rigs actually you can set what do you call that, hotkeys. You can see if I just hover my cursor over, I just press a number I want from 4 onwards. You can see at the bottom, my 4 onwards, right? I can actually hotkey. So things inside my backpack I cannot hotkey. See, I'm spamming the button now, I cannot hotkey. So for example, yeah, I can hotkey here. Yeah, so the rig and the pockets you can do shortcut, and then reloading wise, also they'll pick up from the most left over here. So example, I put it here, or the highest, the heaviest magazine, it will reload first. And yep, and then the bag wise, yeah, yes, I have different kind of bags by different sizes. So currently right now, currently right now I'm still using this quite common bag. You can get smaller ones once you spawn as a scav. I'll explain more on what's scav and what's a PMC. Okay. Yep. So pouch. Okay, so as a standard edition, you get a alpha container. This is a secured item, meaning to say, whatever you put in here, even if you die, okay, the item will still be in here. So for the rest of the item here, if you die, you'll lose it. Okay. So some people you just leave it blank, or some bring some important stuff. And then when they pick it up, they'll just drop it in, and then for example like quest item or something like that. Okay. Then as you can see over here, see over here. Okay, see these two difference. Okay, see insured, insure. Okay, so this item has been insured. You can see it's a bordered gold or yellow. So we can actually insure the item. Mean to say, if I die and the server or the map ends, my item is still in the map. Mean to say, no one else pick it up and extract. My item will be returned to me. So everything costs for insuring. So you can take a look. Let me get something out. Okay, so I insure. Then you see proper. Then you get actually different type of insurance. So yeah, depends on the price lah. So normally we just go for proper lah. Doesn't matter. I don't even know what's the difference. So yep. Try to insure as much as you can. So at least you get something back. For example, this. I think this is only like 10k. 10k lah. So I think the insure is maybe like 2k. Yeah. So if it happens to get it back, or you get killed by a scav or a player scav or Scott bot scav, a high chance you'll be getting it back lah, by a bot scav. Okay, so yep. And okay, over here are some of the cases which you can buy through flea market. Hop on to flea market, take a look what is flea market trading. So trading wise, there's a dealer. This is in-game NPC. Flea market is actually the trading market lah, by players also. Okay, so the dealers, the NPCs are the ones that are giving you quests, so you just come in one of them and just go to task. So these are the few quests that I have ongoing. Okay, and then nope, and yep, these are the few quests I have ongoing. So they give you quests and they are rewards returning to you also. Yep, and then next thing to take note of for these NPCs is that over here on the top right, okay, you can see I'm currently on level 1, meaning to say something like friendliness. Yeah, we call this friendliness with this NPC. So as I level up, there are some criteria for me to reach the next level of friendliness. First off is my level. Second is my interaction with her or the NPC. Meaning say I need to do some quest. So example, you can take a look at the quest. As you can see over here, it increases my friendliness. And then next criteria is how much I spent. So when I buy or when I sell, for example, I have nothing to sell here. Okay, for example, not okay. So for NPC wise, different NPCs they buy and they sell different types of items. So for example, let me go to Fence. Fence actually buys a lot of stuff. So over here, yeah, these are the things that he sell. Okay, and then yeah, later talk more about it. So these are a few things I can sell to him. Then it will increase my money spent, and then help me bring up to the next level. So what's the purpose of the next level? It's actually to unlock more items. For example, you can take a look at this. Okay, this is MRE meal ready to eat meal. Yeah. Uh, to get this right, we need to exchange it using a syringe. So these are what we call trading or barter. Other than that, these fields right are using rubles, which is the in-game currency. Okay, so these are a few things that in further levels you can actually buy or much rarer stuff. For example, from the therapist, I think level 2 or level 3 you can buy this medical case. Okay, it's actually 1 to 9 slot and you open up here bigger slot. More safe space for your stash. So yep. So that's the reason of why we want to level up our NPC, but it's gonna take quite a long time. Yeah. Okay, hop on to cases in some other videos or maybe later. Okay, the flea market. So, yep. Flea market is where you buy all the stuff, and currently right now, if you are brand new, I think all you need to care about is actually weapon parts. And let's go through a little bit about weapons. So, weapon. Okay, for example, this carbine or AKM lah. Okay, so you can see over here there's ergonomics, recoil, and accuracy. So you can see there's a whole bunch of mods over here. It can be very intimidating, but just need to know ergonomics actually represents how the weapon reacts to you, how reactive. Do you call it reactive it is? So example, if I swipe it to the left, swipe it to the right, how fast it actually move. It affects reloading, I think, and also when you move your weapon, how your scope actually moves together. So it's not like PUBG or not like some other FPS where you're just moving the cursor or moving the what do you call that? Crosshair. So in this game actually when you move, the weapons move, but the crosshair might be a bit laggy because optical parallax error and all that. So this game is pretty much trying to be more realistic. So ergonomics affects that. Recoil we don't need to say much. So vertical, horizontal. So yep, we can get all these mods that improves this recoil. Take a look at this. For example, this is a foregrip. This is the one. Okay, minus 3 recoil, ergonomics plus 4. This is actually additional scope at the side. Let's put for fun. And there's another scope. This is the one on it. Sorry. And then yep, and then you can put on mounts. This is the gas tube with the handguard. So yeah, you can just Google more regarding all this, which is pretty difficult for me to explain. But these are a few things to take note. And then accuracy wise, there are some items, let me take a look, that actually reduces, yeah, for example this. Okay, this is the dust cover, actually which is also a mount for me to put my scope. I can take my scope off. So yep, this is the mod, weapon mod. So it minus 2 accuracy. So accuracy wise is mean to say how accurate your shot lands compared to your crosshair. So yep, this need to take note also. Put this back in, and then yeah, so basics of a weapon, that's all you need to know. And then other than that, one important thing is link search. So for example, you got this weapon, you link search it, it will show you all the weapon mods that's available for and ammo available for this weapon. See function mods, muzzles, sights, gear mods, charging handle, magazines, everything will be out. So this, where did it go? This link search is pretty important. You can just right click link search. Okay, filter by item is filtering the item by flea market pricing. Okay, so you can see pretty much people tear down everything, right? So when you sell, just take note that these are pretty much unusable or useless stuff. So what we will do is actually we will break everything up. We'll take out everything, remove everything, and then sell one by one. Yep, or we just buy one by one. So you need to take note of what you are doing on the market. Yep. Okay, so that is for gearing. So now into the basics again to health. Okay, so this is your health for your primary character. These are a few body parts that get shots, and then so what we have here, these are the few items that separate is the HP and status. So these are a few stuff, and then this what we call cheese or something easier to explain. I don't know, just call it cheese. Okay, it's actually something that helps to recover the HP. So we call this the HP or health. Okay, recover the health. But it does not help in removing statuses. For example, I open this up. Okay, it removes fractures, blood loss, radiation. Okay, that one still maybe in the next few maps. Okay, over here, blood loss, intoxication. That means blackout, I think. And then salary, blood loss, saliva. Okay, then status over here. Okay, there are some statuses which you will get from shots and even from fall, which is fractures, which will be fixed by splint. This is a bigger pack, one slot splint. Over here, this and CMS, these two, one of the most important thing you need to have is that it actually recovers your limbs and or whichever body part you got hit. So for example, you get 060. We call this a blackout part of your body. So using this CMS and this survival kit, it actually recovers it to 1 out of 60, and then you need to use your chase, your whatever things to increase back your HP. Yep, so basically these are a few things, and then this medication over here serve different purposes. So yeah, I haven't actually used it before, but I believe they are for quests. If you want, you can just sell it off from the very beginning. So yep, and bandage blood loss, yeah, blood loss. So you need to take note of what status you have. You can check out the Wikipedia for what status you have, and then apply the correct medication. Yeah, if you call that. Yep. Skills wise, okay, as you do more of the actions, you gain experience for your skill. For example, endurance. As long as you're running in the game as a PMC, you gain experience. So just take note, PMC is actually your main character. So whatever progress you want is you have to play it using your PMC. Okay, so I think this is getting shot, getting shot, getting shot, or whatever, like, something like that. Or maybe speaking in the game, I don't know. Oh, this is with the character, the merchant. So I actually don't know what all this is for, but yep, just for you to take note. And mastering over here is as long as you're shooting the weapon, you gain mastery experience. I think the better you shoot, the more you shoot, you get better at it. I think all these are still in beta, so I don't know how much it affects. And yep, hideout. Okay, let's take a look at hideout. Excuse me. So hideout wise, yep, this is how your hideout look like from far. Okay, so basically it's just a Y shape down, and then you start to progress through the game, and then you, for example, you pick up or you extract some stuff out. Let me see this. Okay, so when you extract stuff out, you can bring it to the hideout to start to level up your item. Oh, wait, sorry, not item, your components. So as much as possible, when you take a look at YouTube, you see people that have a full out hideout, max hideout. Actually, what they gain is not much. Basically, for example, nutrition unit. So when actually your PMC finish a raid or dies, okay, the replenishment bonus is over here. It gets faster. So there's nutrition, there's med station. Okay, your HP recover. And what else? Yeah, some other stuff which inside here will help out, like Bitcoin farm. We should really farm real Bitcoin. So I don't really know how it work, but I'm still learning. And another thing is about all these components of the hideout is that you can actually trade these few items you have into something else. But I think it need to be powered up. So your generator over here needs to be filled with fuel. I think you can buy it through flea market also, or maybe NPC. I haven't really tried because I'm not sure how long the power will last, and I'm not actually doing any trading or farming. I'm not farming. I mean crafting. So no point. Yeah. But the one important thing that I want you all to take a look about is stash over here. So as you get all these items, you can level up and increase your stash. So if you get the EOD version, right, it's actually maxed out stash, so you don't really need to upgrade this. But yeah, it's fucking expensive. So yeah, you just think of what you want to do first. But next thing I want to talk about is probably the workbench. The workbench actually allows you to do modification to your weapon in an easier way. Later I show you. And then there's a shooting range where you can go do shooting. Did I bring my weapon out? Let's see. Let's see. I think I brought it out. So try out weapon. Yep. Yep. Okay. So this is level 1. I think level 2 and 3 you can actually unlock the back here. Okay. Okay. Rather loud. Okay. Yep. So yeah. Yep. This is the hideout for your shooting range. Okay. Other stuff you will want to look out for, yeah, basically that's a few things you would want in your hideout, and this will be the secondary things you want to do. Yeah, so this is in progress of construction. I've everything. Then I click on construct, and then once it's constructed, I need to click install. So construction for different type of components may take different time. For example, let me see this. That's my generator. I thought I saw 5 hours just now. Yeah, reconstruction requires 5 hours. So everyone takes different timing. I think the shooting range is 2 or 1 hour, I forgot. Yep, so basically this is hideout, and then let's take a look what does the workbench actually do for us. Can I open it here? No, okay, let's go out. So character wise, once you have your workbench, you can do this to it. Wow, I see a lot of YouTubers do this, right? Yeah, fucking cool. So you just need to click and then see what are the things you have in your stash that can be modded or can be putted. Okay, can be added in here or removed from here. Let me see. Is there anything else I can? Okay, forget it. I don't have anything spare. I see. I got a lot of magazines, so I can choose any one I want. Or foregrip, muzzle, my handguard. Okay, so these are a few things. Once you have more, you can see more difference. So another thing about the workbench is you can come to this edit preset. So meaning to say, it will show you everything that's available for this weapon. Okay, see? Okay, the front scope, the tactical gears, mounts. Let's take a look at magazine. See, oh, sort of magazine, 60, 95 rounds magazine, all that. Okay, so once you set this right, you can save it, and then you can actually just find parts and then buy it straight from the flea market using these presets. And then you try to build up this weapon as per your configuration. So this is one of the more tedious and deeper learning steep or deeper learning gradient of this game, which is you need to know or want to know what's best for you. So you need the shooting range, you need to try out the weapon, buy different parts, and then see how it feels to you. Some people will start using AK and then start modding and learn from AK, and then maybe move on to maybe an MP5, maybe move on to SVD or some other weapon. Yep, so this is where you need to start building your hideout, and then easier for you to actually mod your weapon. Yeah, okay, so that's the basics of Escape from Tarkov. I know I've been talking non-stop for a very long time, but end of the day, it's a very addictive game. Yep. So yeah, it's a very addictive game, and don't really have to be really hardcore in this. So just feel free to go through the game. Whenever you're free, maybe you just go for a scav run and kill some PMC. So how the scav and the PMC actually runs is the maps, right? In instance, we call it raids. So once a raid or a server is up, okay, so they will have scavs and PMC loaded into the map. Okay, so if you can see from here, different maps, right? Actually, they have a limited number of total players, number of players. But the bot scav, meaning to say you can see this kind of NPCs in the game in the raid. What they do is actually, if you're in scav, they'll be friendly to you if you don't shoot them. Okay, they'll be friendly to you, so you're all scavs. So you can be a player, can be a bot. Okay, well, if you are a PMC, you went into the raid, all scav on site, they will shoot you, no matter what. Okay, so there are scavs PMC inside one raid, and then for the scavs, there's actually player and there's bot. Also, there are other PMCs within the raid. So depends on your luck who do you get inside, and then mainly the gears and the armor for scavs is pretty lousy. If you can see already, I think this is class 2 helmet and no armor. This is my level 4 armor, level 3 helmet. Yep, and with just a pistol and a bag. So this is a Mosin sniper rifle. So when you run in, if you are in a scav, you go in. Whether or not you are just there to hunt some bot scav, maybe you can just kill them. So take note. I think within 100 meter, if they happen to hear or see you kill another scav, the scavs, bot scavs that's within 100 meter will all turn on you. I mean, you say you shoot them first lah, so they're gonna get revenge. Okay, so just take note. Sometimes you are unable to tell scav bot and scav player. So if we are really daring, just shoot everything you see outside. But if you want to shoot, I would suggest you to really take cover, take your time, and then check how long do you have to actually extract. So you don't want to be killing, 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 and then you extract, you got nothing. Because for scav run, right, in the raid, you don't really earn experience for your PMC. Only in PMC run that you get a PMC experience. Okay? So if you got any questions, feel free to just drop by, drop by. If you got any questions, just drop down in the comments, and then subscribe and like this video if you want me to do more regarding this. And yep, feel free to add me in game. Yep, add me in game. Whenever free, you can just run. Normally, I'll be on a server which is the Hong Kong, the Singapore, and Tokyo server. Yep, because Southeast Asia, right? The servers will be better. Yep. So that's it. Just take a look more on YouTube's tutorials and then FAQ and all these streamers that are doing a good job in uh, promoting the game. Okay. End of the day, this Escape from Tarkov is not a normal FPS. It's not a game for really casual players or even hardcore Modern Warfare players. This is not for them because there's a lot of survival and there's also a lot of understanding for each individual weapon. So basically, why this game appeals to players is because there's a lot of modification to the weapon, and it is really similar to um, real weapon. Okay, so if you hop on to the Tarkov Discord, you'll see they actually have a channel or a page specifically for real life weapon in real life weapons. So they do discussion there and all those weapons. How do you call that? Otaku weapons. Otaku. They are all there to discuss about weapons. So this making it really realistic. And yeah. So just take note whether this game is really for you, and it's not cheap, but we can see the effort and the amount of investment the company has put in for each individual parts of this game. So I could say the money is well spent, but if you are tight on budget, just get the standard edition and then come on and join me. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. Hope you guys have a good day. See ya.